welcome back to the channel. If you have never seen my face before, my name is Katie and this is my channel. I do lifestyle, beauty, fashion videos, mostly into fashion. I'm a fashion student. If you have seen my face before, thank you, welcome back. If you're a subscriber, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you do enjoy this video, please consider pressing the subscribe button below, and yeah, if you like the content, please give me a little thumbs up on this video so that I know that you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's the intro. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Today, I haven't really been in the mood to film. In fact, I was really not in the mood to film yesterday, so I didn't. So I'm filming on a Thursday afternoon, which is not good because this video should be up on Thursday evening. So we'll see how this goes. But ultimately, I have not really been in the best of mental spaces recently, so I have kind of just been putting it off, filming, because I'm just not, I don't know, I just can't get there, and I'm not happy at the moment, so that's a real struggle, and trying to pretend that you're happy when you're not is not ideal. But we've got to the point where I need to film this video. I don't want to miss an upload day, so I'm filming it. I'm going to power through. If I do look a bit kind of meh today, I'm really sorry. I do apologise for that. I'm going to do my best not to be meh about life, because I know it's not fun. It's not fun for anyone to watch, so I don't really want to reflect that. But at the same time, by the same token, I do want to just kind of reinforce that you can't have only good days or only good weeks, and yeah, we all have times where we're struggling, and this week for me kind of just sucked. I know last time I mentioned it, I think I did anyway in my video, did I? Yeah, I ran over my phone, so I don't have an iPhone at the moment. Well, that's a blatant lie. I do. I have a really old iPhone that we still had in the cupboard, but it doesn't really work for anything except for just making phone calls, which is fine. It's like 11 years old, so I can't really fault it on that. At least I have a phone that I can make phone calls with. It does think it's the year 2000, which is a bit odd because there were no iPhones in the year 2000, but anyway, it seems insistent that it is October 2000, so that's a bit odd. But either way, I can make phone calls, I can text my friends if needs be, so that's okay. And then 2 days ago I dropped my iPad in the bath. Now this happened as a direct result of me not having a phone. I had it on the edge of the bath. It was really stupid. Dog jumped up to look for me, my little baby, and yeah, knocked it into the bath, and it wasn't in there for long at all, but it's completely dead. It's not a good thing to look into your bath and see an iPad bubbling. It's not good. So that's kind of been my week. Now I'm totally aware that it is a little bit pathetic for me to cry over an iPad while there are people who are losing people, you know, who are having much tougher times than I am. So I'm totally aware of that. Please don't think that I don't understand that, or I don't know that. I do. So yeah, that's just, I just want to be honest with you guys, because I don't want to act like I'm always yay, a-okay, and everything's going swell, because it also then won't make sense when in a couple of weeks from now I have a new iPad and a new phone. So yeah, luckily for me everything is insured, thanks Dad. So yeah, I'm very, very lucky. The insurance are covering everything. So yeah, I will be making a trip to an eye store, but what's really got me down is not even just that. We've got this horrible marketing assignment. Now if you know me, you know that I don't really like marketing. I seem to be really perpetually good at it, but I hate it with such a passion. I just can't get there. I don't enjoy it, and I always try and go in with I don't know, with like the sense that I don't want to be negative going into an assignment, because that can't help, you know. But ultimately I couldn't get there, and then I was miserable, and lockdown, and you know, I can't go back to university, so I'm just miserable about a whole bunch of things. And then this marketing thing is due tomorrow. It's stressing me out so much that I've got acid reflux. So I've had better weeks, to be totally honest with you. So I just wanted to kind of express that, and you know, just so you guys don't think I'm always on top of the world, and so that you know that when you have bad weeks, you're not alone. Everyone has them. It sucks, but you know, end of the day, unfortunately it's part of life. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, that is a little catch up with my life. Having said that, if you are having similar struggles, or any kind of struggles, or you're just struggling with lockdown or anything, please just know that your feelings are valid. It's, you know, don't let anyone ever tell you that because other people are having a worse time that your feelings aren't valid. You know, it's good to always think like that, to understand that other people are, you know, having an even worse time of it, because it does put things into perspective for you. But yeah, definitely don't just think that because, you know, you're not having those times, your feelings aren't valid. So anyway, I feel like I've wasted 10 minutes of this video just faffing about. And yeah, if you need anyone to talk to, or you want to say anything about what you're going through or anything in the comments, please feel welcome. Do that. Always leave me a comment on the video. I love reading your guys' comments, and I'll always reply. So yeah, that's that with the intro. Then I want to move on to the actual video. So please, if you haven't already got one, please go get yourself a drink, snack. You'll be watching this in the evening, I pray. If you watch it when I upload, could be the middle of the night at this point. But yeah, I will upload it. Do not worry, do not fret, I promise I will upload it. So yeah, please grab yourself a drink, a glass of wine, a cup of coffee, gin and tonic. I would say gin and tonic, anything you want really, and get yourself a little bit comfy, grab a blanket, yeah, and get yourself comfy, and let's get into the video. So this week's video, because I was having a shit week, to be honest, I was going to film sort of like a weekly vlog, but I don't think you want to see me being miserable all the time, and also I don't have a phone to film it on, so that idea went out the window very quickly. So instead I decided what I do is do a little makeup favourites. Now some of these are a little bit dirty, so do forgive me, but these are the things that I always use. These are my like everyday go-to products. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and hopefully it's beneficial in one way or another. Now before I start, I'm just going to pop on some hand cream. This is not part of the video, but my hands are absolutely dead from all the sanitizer. I don't know about you guys, but it's like drying my skin out, and my lips now going, and ugh, I just can't. And then I found I've got a cut on my hand. Like, what is that about? I don't even know if you can see. Probably not, but it's like here. What the hell? I don't even know what that is. Who knows? Anyway, that is not important. Let's get on with this. So it's not like a 7-hour video. So I'm gonna start. Let me start with foundation because it makes sense. No, it doesn't. Let me start with primer actually. So this is the primer that I use. hopefully it's focusing on that instead of me and my face. So this is the Catrice Prime and Fine. It's a pore refining anti-shine base, so it's meant to keep your skin like matte looking. My skin can tend to get quite greasy, and if your skin gets greasy under makeup, there's a tendency for it to slide off your face, which is not particularly nice. It's not particularly good. It's not a good look. So yeah, I tend to use this one. This is a very good alternative to the NYX one, which looks very similar. This is kind of a dupe of that. The NYX one is relatively quite expensive, so this one's a much cheaper alternative, and I would say it works just as well. So there's that one. Then on foundation, I always get asked about what foundation I use. I use a very heavy coverage foundation. I love a full coverage foundation. Some people do not. So if you're not after a full coverage foundation, this one is definitely not for you. This one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's really such a good foundation. It covers everything. There's no blemish that will be left uncovered with this. It can look a bit thick on your skin if you put more and more on, so you do have to be relatively careful with the application, and it looks best when applied with either a brush or a sponge, a beauty blender, that kind of thing. But yeah, it is a very thick formula. It's a lovely formula. I have very sensitive skin, so if you have sensitive skin and you're looking for a full coverage foundation, this is a really good one. It's not cheap, but it is really good, and it does last seemingly forever. I mean, I do my makeup every day, and that is without fail, because I always feel like, okay, some weekends I don't do it, but I always feel like when I don't do my makeup, I just feel a mess for the whole day. Like, some people have it with their hair. It depends on who you are, but that is what makes me feel kind of like meh. So whenever I get up, I try and do my makeup, you know, put my face on basically. So yeah, this is a really good one. And then recently I actually switched to this, which is the Clarins Skin Illusion. I think it's going to be way too bright for you to actually read, but we can hope. So yeah, this is the, do you want to come back to me, light? Thank you. This is the Clarins Skin Illusion. I have got it in shade 105, which I didn't tell you what this is. Oh, 2 and 1 for the Estee Lauder one. It's slightly too dark for me in winter though, so you know, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, this is the Clarins Skin Illusion. It's a really lovely formula. It's got an SPF in it. It's very hydrating, and it also is very buildable, so you can definitely have like a really thin layer, and it'll just sort of take the redness out of your skin, but it looks really beautiful. It just makes you, it doesn't hide all of your freckles and stuff like that, but you can build it up so that it hides more things. So I really like this one. It's also got a dropper, which is nice for popping onto brushes or things, because with this one, when you open it, you have to sort of pour it out, and that's, you know, that's not always ideal, because sometimes you end up getting way too much. So there's that. Then to finish off on, I'm just going to go with this. So this is actually, it's empty. This is the NYX, it's the matte finish long lasting setting spray. Now this, I have tried other setting sprays which have been cheaper to try and save money. I wouldn't bother. This is a great setting spray. It works well, it properly sets your makeup, it feels good on the skin. It's a really nice light sort of mist. It's not like, it doesn't make damp patches around your face, which I find some of them do. And yeah, it's really nice. Even though it's a matte finish, it does tend to give your skin back kind of some of that skin look, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't look matte, but at the same time it does allow your skin to get very greasy. So there's that one, and I think it's a really good one. So if you are after a setting spray, this one is a really good one. Then I'm literally just moving on to what I can find with my hands. Then I've got this, which, like, I apologise for the state of this. It's because they put this stupid sticky stuff around here. I don't understand why they do that. Anyway, this is the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Let's hope so. Anyway, we'll hope for the best. This one I've got in number 10. It's not too light. It's actually relatively pretty much my skin tone. I think I could go a bit lighter actually next time, so I think I will go a shade lighter when I replace this, but it's such a good formula. It's so good for under the eyes, and I tend to get redness on my chin, and I do it down my nose as well, so I find it a really good formula. I'm not allergic to it, which is fantastic, and yeah, it's really nice. It doesn't look clumpy, it doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look odd on your skin, and it goes really well on top of other makeup, which is a real pro. If you, obviously for concealer, that's mostly what you need. So there's this one. Then let's go with this. So I am quite highly allergic to some MAC products, so do bear this in mind, that when I say to you, like, this is a good MAC product, I mean it. So yeah, I can use this one. This one is the Light Mineralize powder. It is the Skin Finish one. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. So yeah, when you open it out, it just looks like this. It's very, very pale, and basically it doesn't colour your skin at all. It's literally just powders it down, so it stops the grease from coming through. I tend to use this on the sides of my nose and on my chin, just to make sure that I don't get that greasy sort of T-zone area. But this is a really good one, and I'm not allergic to it, which is fantastic. So yeah, this is the powder that I would say I most frequently use. And then while I've got that one, I may as well go with this as well. This is also the Mineralized Skin Finish, but this is in the shade Dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Probably not. There we go. Maybe. Let's hope. So yeah, this is in Dark. It does look like quite a dark colour. It's like a bronzer, sort of. That's how I use it anyway. I use it to do contouring as well. It gives a bit of like a little bit more depth to your face. You can do it over, like, so under here, just on your hairline, and it just adds a bit more depth. It's really good. It's like very nice to use, very blendable. It's a really good powder, and yeah, this has lasted a really long time, so highly recommend that one as well. They're not cheap again, but you know, sometimes it's better to spend on quality and, you know, just have fewer items. And then while I'm on that kind of powdery situation, I apologise on behalf, like, I apologise to NYX on behalf of this palette, but yeah, you're gonna have to appreciate this. Oh my god, I mean, it looks awful, let's just be honest, but this is the NYX Contour Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I really do apologise. It's fallen apart, first of all, so that's just proof. It's really good proof that I do use it all the time. So yeah, I do apologise on this palette's behalf, but it is, I just had to include it because it's such a good range of highlights, powders, and then also contouring shades. It's so good. So when you want to contour your nose, you know, I usually use this one, and if you're looking for a darker contour, obviously you've got these as well. You can use these as eye makeup as well. So yeah, this is, I had to include this because it's just one of those things that I use every single day, which I think you can tell. It's not a cheap sort of, it's not a cheap palette, but I wouldn't say it's hugely an investment either. It's sort of somewhere in the middle ground, and I have had this for a very long time. Probably too long, but on the plus side, it lasts, and it's not affecting my skin in the least. So I don't know, I think it's I think it's really good. Anyway, then let me go on to this. So again, I apologise for the look of this, but again, it's something I go to every single day. I think you'll be able to tell which one is my favourite if if you just have a little look. So this is the Makeup Revolution Luster Lights Warm Palette. So yeah, if you look at this, this is definitely my favourite one, down to the tin on this one. I also love this one, and then when I'm doing sort of a summer glowy look, I tend to opt for one of these two. So yeah, I really love this. It's it's got great payoff as well. So if you pop it on, you don't have to use much to get sort of that illusion of shimmer, but at the same time it doesn't look like you've painted your face with glitter, which is nice as well for your everyday look. So that is what I'm wearing now. Obviously the light is bringing it out a bit more, but yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Then on my brows, I use a combination of these two. So I have microbladed my brows, and then I also, this is such an annoying thing to say, but I don't feel like they look equal when they've just plain and not done. They're like in two different, and it's odd, so I can't leave them like that, so I still have to do my friggin' eyebrows. But on the plus side, it's not that much work. So yeah, I usually just comb them with this, comb them through, and then I use the eyebrow pencil. This one is from Catrice. I don't know if it says what colour it is. It's a brown of some description. Oh, it's, okay, so it's number 40. It's called Don't Let Me Brown. I won't show you that because it's nearly off, but yeah, that's the one I use, which is quite a dark one. If you have a look at my eyebrows. And then in order to hold them in place and give the hairs kind of, you know, a little bit more interest, I use the now disgusting looking Lash Brow Designer. So this is the, I don't know that you'll be able to read this because it's a clear liquid as well. Hope for the best. This is the Catrice Cosmetics one. It's literally just a shaping gel. You can use it as a mascara as well, but I just use it on my eyebrows. I tend to use a black mascara, but if you are in school and you are looking for something to just give your eyelashes a little bit more, but you're not allowed to wear makeup, it's a really good one, and it's a very reasonable price as well. Then, talking of eyelashes, may as well move on to this. I found Lottie London when I was in the UK, and I love the Lottie London makeup. It is so good. It's such good stuff. It's very reasonable in terms of price point, but also just so good. So this is the Curl Boss Lottie London mascara. I always hate when you can see mascara, you can't see the mascara wand, so I'll show you what the wand looks like. Hopefully it's focused on that. And yeah, this is what it looks like together. So it's a really nice fine mascara wand. It's really good. I actually use it as an undercoat for my other mascara, or when I want a very sheer mascara look. So yeah, this is really good. It stays, it's quite long lasting. I have particularly greasy eyelashes, I think, because mascara seems to slide off my eyelashes and it doesn't seem to matter what mascara it is, so that's my own issue though. It's quite long lasting, so if you don't have greasy eyelashes, it will probably last all day. Then I use the Elizabeth Arden. So this is the one that I use. It's called the Grand Entrance Mascara. So yeah, it looks like that. It's a red and black little bottle. It's just called Black 01 Stunning Black. And then if you would like to see the mascara wand of this one, that is how it looks. So it's slightly bent. Yeah, very fine again. But this mascara actually looks really good. You need like something to spread the lashes out and then put a coat of this on, because otherwise it can clump quite a lot. So that's what I actually use. I use a combination of these two together because they work really well together. That way it stays on longer, lasts longer, and looks thicker. So, pro tip from a non-makeup artist. Speaking of Lottie London, I also have my absolute favourite thing from there. It's called Mermaid. It is the AM to PM eyeliner, and it is this stunning blue colour. Now I'm going to pop this on my hand. There you go. So that is the colour. It is so beautiful. I love wearing it with like a sort of a pinky makeup look. I just think it's one of the most beautiful things. It really adds an extra dimension, and it's, yeah, if you look at it, it's just so pretty. It's got this like slight glitter, and yeah, it's called Mermaid, AM to PM, Lottie London. They're available at Discount as well, so easy to get your hands on. And then before I move on to the final things, which are lip things, again, I apologise for the look of this palette. This is, I mean, you can't even see it, to be fair, really. It's the Urban Decay After Dark palette. This palette is not, it's not youthful, let me put it that way. It's really not, but the colours in here are absolutely beautiful. I know they still do it, and it's just like, they're so vibrant. As you can see, my favourite side is definitely this side. This is, when I say a reddy eye look, like a pinky reddy eye look, this is what I'm talking about. Sorry, my nails are like very long and I'm unused to it, so it's sort of rusty in terms of colour, and the colour payoff with this palette is so good, and it just lasts so long, and I'm in love with this palette. And then just on to my final two things. Going back to Lottie London, this is the Slay All Day lipstick. I think the colour is this, which is Slay It. It is a bright red. It's great application, very smooth application, and then dries matte, and it dries matte really quickly as well. So it looks really bright on the lips as well, very lovely. And actually the lipstick I'm about to show you after this, which is this one, which I found in a previous video, is the MAC Mirage. And if you layer them, if I put them together, you'll be able to see they kind of bring each other out. So I tend to pop some Mirage on, and then over the top I'll pop some Slay It, and then yeah, it looks really good, and it lasts a really long time. Although with all the masks we're wearing at the moment, it's not really necessary to be wearing lipstick, but I do anyway. So yeah, these are my last two things that I want to share with you. So that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you enjoy my content, please give me a subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I love you guys lots and lots, and I will see you next week with another video. Love you. Bye.